My mom told me, in her heavy Spanish accent, "Alexander, girls don't want to talk about the newest scientific discovery," as I told her about my social awkwardness in my new high school. My dad's advice was work hard. Initially, my parents were unaware of the prestige of my high school until they told their coworkers. They began to feel more proud about my attendance as they spoke to their coworkers. However, they cannot really express their pride in my success. So, my parents pat me on the shoulder and told me that my success is normal because I was always smart. I never thought of myself as smart because I have always just enjoyed learning. I enjoy learning because my mind is constantly spinning and uncomfortable without being able to confront a complex problem or a difficult field of study. I put on my school uniform, maroon sweater, maroon tie, white shirt, gray pants, and black shoes. Despite my love of hating authority, I enjoyed uniforms because it reduced unnecessary decisions and that helped with classroom performance. I told my parents and dogs, Ali and Tyson, "See y'all later," and headed to the 1 train. After walking a couple of blocks to the bodega before the train, I saw folks standing on the street staring at their phones and blocking my way. I heard people gasp, but a rule in New York is to mind your own business. I went into the bodega, and said hey to Muhammad, the greatest chopped cheese and bagel with cream cheese creator in New York City, who was behind the glass display of meats and cheeses, but his stove was turned off. Which is something you never see in a Bronx bodega. He was staring at the TV murmuring what sounded like a prayer. I turned around and my jaw dropped. This is Amanda Saran and this is CNN. We bring to you today what appears to be a... She takes a deep pause and proceeds, a sort of unidentified aerial phenomena over the White House. I am getting information that there are other aerial phenomena throughout the world. As my jaw hit the ground, I felt a wave of energy flow throughout my body and then the TV exploded. Muhammad ended his prayer, looked at me, and said with fear in his eyes, "Make peace with your God, brother, the end is now." His eyes seemed glazed, and I knew that I needed to get to school fast. Maybe my teachers would understand what was happening. I ran over to the 1 train and made my way to the campus. On the train, people were constantly praying and asking for forgiveness. I began to silently pray, asking God to forgive my illicit website searches. As I entered class at BUS, some teachers were nodding and others thought this was an incredible discovery. One of my favorite teachers, Mr. Johnson, who taught a class on the power of fiction, was ecstatic. He rattled off ideas with the passion and thrill that I had when a new fantasy film came out or when Kanye drops a new song.